Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He leaves it with his back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, the ground game.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying play action. Moving out of the pocket. Oh, he dropped it! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going to the ground. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Vols will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
The give to the tailback. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Simmons. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll try the run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might as well stick with him. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, better look out! Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
How about that? You don't see those touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So here comes the Auburn offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll be brought down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The pitch to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. The sure hands, it's Lewis. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
The Vols will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving yards.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Gonna run it. It's Robinson. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. The screen, he's got wheels. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've They've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Quickly complete. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language of this defense. It has changed.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Running it to the right. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Auburn lines up quickly. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Auburn. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lewis. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Jefferson. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
To the air. It's Rayner. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bringing the heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield very late in the half. Shoots it to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football bomber out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it on the outside. It's Howard.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. Nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Toss to the outside. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. He rifles one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Comes the Auburn offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Going to swing it on second down. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about... Quarterback to feel comfortable, man. He didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Find some fresh air. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're out on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. The QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play. They just couldn't get it done.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Well, they call that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
and then try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you could tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. It's Rayner. Rushes on him. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks into 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Makes the catch. It's Jefferson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make it?
Bringing it back. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Here's the handoff. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Howard. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Rayner. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but
he's going for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.